शादी के लिए मैं ना थी राजी।
शादी भी कर चुका हूँ।
You wanna do?
You are overreacting. You are overreacting.
बेटा तू हमारा ही बच्चा है क्या?
हाँ।
नहीं।
Holy potatoes, my Sumit and Jenny first video is almost at 1 million views last time I checked.
What the hell?
I didn't know that people were so interested in seeing a 30-year-old catfish phone dude who pretended to be a white man who catfished successfully a senior grandma twice his age into marrying her. Well, I guess everyone knows now they're happily ever after married with an asterisk on the happily, but definitely the married part. The only problem is it's Season 4 of Sumit and Jenny, and he has yet to tell his parents that he is married. Yep, the problems didn't stop at catfishing. You'd think that marriage revolving around catfishing's biggest problem would be the catfish, but in this relationship, that's genuinely the least concerning part of their relationship. There are other factors like the fact she is 60 and acts like she's 16. He is 30 and lies like he's 10. And his parents control him like they have a hand up his ass and he's their puppet. So this is the relationship that we're taking a look at today. Sumit and Jenny from 90 Day Fiance to see if they are indeed happily ever after. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you just witnessed a barrage of words, sit down. Maybe watch the other videos. You're in for a ride. All right. By the way, also, thank you guys for 600,000. This is a long time ago now, but wow. It's a lot of eyes. It's like 1.2 million eyes. I just want to apologize to anyone who has one eye or is wearing an eye patch. I did not actually consider that.
That's it?
I understand if you hate me now. But subscribe if you don't. Okay, I'm in a weird mood today. Let's watch. They really started off pretty Indian with like 100, like This is I forgot like what series I was watching. I thought I was watching like a Bollywood movie. That is crazy.
I think I'm getting it.
Wow.
Let's go. Come on. We're skating.
Be careful, be careful, be careful.
Okay, so we're starting off skating in India, which is where Sumit and Jenny are. The two happily married people are skating. Neither of them can skate, and Jenny falls down and breaks her ass. Problem is, she's 640 years old, and that is very scary. But she seems to be okay. She's such a trooper.
I'm Sumit and I'm 33 years old, and this is my wife, Jenny.
Don't be a coward. Say her age. It says 63 down the bottom.
Say what? Say the word you want to say. I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can't.
That's you know what I mean? Age don't matter with the consent, but still, she's an old grandma. Sorry, I'm just saying. She fell down, and when I watched the video, I actually got up because I was like, it's fine, but like just genuinely, age plus fall, grandma can't get up, man. I've fallen and I need some help is Jenny's like favorite song, and it's not even a song.
We've been married for 2 months. Yay.
I met Jenny online. I saw her profile.
So now we get the classic revamp of like the story. Every season on 90 Day Fiance, they have to tell it, make it a little fresh. They're just going through the motion, telling them how they met. But every time Sumit tells it, it gets funnier to me because the actual story is so funny. Hearing him try and like explain it is always just a very interesting concept. Like I don't know how he tells his family, like I pretended to be Michael Jones. He's Indian.
And we start growing feelings for each other. But the problem is I was using a fake name and fake picture.
He said the problem is like he didn't plan it. Like problem is I had this big issue. I was Michael Jones, but really my name is Sumit. I don't know why he said it like that, but yeah, he'd been catfishing her, and the big issue is that she had fallen for Michael Jones and not Sumit Smith. I don't know what his last name is. I don't think Sumit Smith is right, but all right. I'm calling him that.
He was like some white-looking guy from London, I think, weren't you?
God, that was an actor.
Wow, what a laugh. That laugh had some pain in it. The Michael Jones that she saw was this chiseled white dude. He looks like some generic actor in a Hallmark movie. Sumit's got a lot more character. He looks like the guy who... He looks...
Sorry for the laugh.
looks like the guy who you go to get served at an Indian restaurant. He looks like the waiter.
Good evening, gentlemen.
He probably is. He does work as a waiter, so maybe that's true, but Sumit looks very different to Michael Jones. I think he would have been very scared to admit that he's Sumit and not Michael Jones. However, Jenny saw this and liked him even more. Love really does exist. They indeed are my favorite couple from the series, but that's only because Big Ed's my least favorite couple. I count him as two people.
Married life is great. Thing is, my parents didn't know about it. I was thinking to tell my parents, but they went back on how they felt about Jenny.
So yes, the problem is, after years of fighting, and not with each other, like fighting for each other, Sumit and Jenny finally get married. The issue with them is that they don't tell Sumit's parents. Now, Jenny's parents...
Say the word you want to say.
Realistically,
Let's love it.
are in heaven. Sorry, it's just that by numbers, it seems like they would have to be superhuman to be... I don't know, but she doesn't seem to talk about them. I'm going to assume... But Sumit's parents are... They're right in the middle of things. They don't want him getting married to someone. They think it's age. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's also race. I'm just going to say that. I feel like Sumit is just so based in his Eastern traditions that he needs his parents' approval in order to succeed in his life. He can't just have marriage. He can't have one without the other. And while that's fine, they seem to be the biggest issue. So he went and got married behind their back, which sounds like a stupid thing to do when you weren't planning on telling them, because they're gonna find out. So now he has to tell them. This is where we leave the series. He did the biggest decision of his life without his parents, while still wanting to be loved by his parents. That's gangster. I'm gonna not invite my parents to my wedding just to see what happens. I'm just gonna turn up married. This should go well with the family, right?
We're worried that his parents will come to find out that we're married through someone else. They'll come and try to take him away. They've done it before.
That's so gangster. Like, they moved to the other side of India, and it's only because they're hiding him. He got married, and now he's in hiding from his own parents, because his parents are like Liam Neeson from Taken. They're going to find this dude and take him.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will...
How is that gonna get him unmarried? I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. Do you unmarry people? I guess it's called divorce. He's not gonna divorce this horse. She's old and she loves him, and he loves her. He's Michael Jones, the lover, not the fighter.
Salty water is very common in India.
I'm more of a sweet person. I can't get on the salty side of things.
Don't laugh.
You don't think I'm sweet? Huh?
I feel like she, I don't know if I can say this on camera. I feel like she gives him the smackdown every now and again. Every time he makes a joke, she like literally, she hits back, like, you know what I mean? And then he's like, oh, sorry, okay, I love you. It seems like reluctant love, like, oh shit, please, don't do. You can look at the smile, it looks like a half a grimace hidden behind that. So I don't know. But yeah, they seem really happy. It's cute, but it's also scary. That's kind of the best way to describe their relationship. Their biggest problem is not each other, it's the damn parents who might take away Jenny.
Kind of relaxed now, you know. Okay, we're married. This is what we wanted. Finally, we did it. And so I feel less pressure.
How crazy is Jenny's life, by the way? Be 63 years old, be like, I have kids. Fuck those kids. I'm going to go to India, live with the boyfriend who catfished me. This gangster. All the grandmas at the bingo club didn't have that. Extradite myself to India. Bet you didn't have that on your bingo card, did you? Mima, whatever your name is. That's definitely crazy. I don't know if I could be her age and leave like my grown-up kids. However, I'm sure loneliness is a thing. Maybe she sees Sumit and he's very attentive. Maybe he's a really good guy. And she thinks, hell yeah, I like Indian food. Maybe I like Indian dude. It happens.
Me telling my parents that we are married. If my parents comes to know through someone else, they might never talk to me again.
How many people are you telling that you're married? What? Do people in India just always, like, how did they do this? Are they like looking at you and then everyone knows someone? Because that seems like a stereotypical joke. But if you're saying it's true, that's gangster again. That's very, anyone knows there's like a connection. Wow. Maybe I have a brother there. There's a billion of them. I could have one.
I think it's going to hurt our happiness. I think it's going to cause problems.
I cannot hide it because if somebody else will go and tell them, they feel betrayed.
That's right. Sumit is sitting down. He's trying to sweet talk Jenny with some salt water, which in Western culture sounds like you're drinking the sea. And then he's like, bro, we gotta tell my parents. He doesn't call her bro. That would be hilarious if he did. Bro. You have to tell my parents that I like that. He's like, we gotta communicate to my parents that we're married, otherwise they're gonna disown me and I can't have that. The problem is that Sumit is a big fat liar sometimes, and he already has arranged the meeting, so I don't know why he made it seem like she had a choice.
Think about how happy we've been this whole time.
I don't want to spoil this happiness, but the thing is now it's too late. I already invited them.
I love it. Man, what are we going to do, baby? No, joking. I already did it. They're coming tomorrow. Please, clean house. Thank you. Thank you. Love. Damn. That's always, I love the illusion of choice that Sumit sometimes give people. What should we do, baby? Problem is, I already did it. Damn. And the look she gives him is like, just her, like the excruciating pain / concern in her eyes. Oh, it's like when you see something you shouldn't see, but you can't look away.
They are coming tomorrow to our old house.
Lost my appetite.
Jenny instantly gets mad and loses her appetite. So not only does Sumit get his way, but he also saves on food. It's a good day for him. The next day, she wakes up, she's still mad, but she doesn't have that much time to be mad because, as Sumit said, they're coming to the house tomorrow, and tomorrow is today. So they're there now.
I woke up this morning in the worst mood.
I feel that Jenny is still hesitant just because she had a bad experience with my parents in past.
She had a horrible experience. Her parents actually treat her like shit. I mean, I gotta call both people out here at different times for different things because they're both equally bad, which is why they're equally good. But she puts up with a lot. She puts up with a lot. I will say that. Sumit is not known for standing up to his parents, and I can understand why he's in the position he's in. I get why sometimes he finds it hard to speak out against his parents. I feel it. I get it. But that's your 63-year-old grandma / mother / lover. You need to do something.
So you want to go to meet my parents?
I think it's such a bad idea.
I think if we go together, it's gonna give a clear statement. It shows that we are together.
Honestly, bro, I don't think that's the problem. I think they know you're together. It's been 10 years. I don't know if you guys know this. They've been living in India for 10 years, a whole decade. She met him when she was 54. 53. He was 23. He had just come out of college, or I guess scam school. They went straight into dating. 10 years later, he marries her. He made her wait for a very long time, I gotta say. But they've been in India for a decade. I think your parents know that it's a clear statement you guys are together. I think a decade would do that.
I just want to stay calm.
But I have things to say. I can't just sit there and be quiet. I'm supposed to just sit there and be quiet, and it's like, how?
No, I promise, like, and
Oh, I can see why you love her. What a eloquent / beautiful / what a woman. What did he see in her, by the way? Not that I think she's bad. She looks like really old Christina Applegate. I get it. It's a very good it's a mommy thing, isn't it? That's what it is. Oh. Ooh. It's because mom was taking her something.
Why you need to prove something that you're always right?
How come I always have to listen to you? Don't listen to me ever.
I'm listening to you.
I know what's gonna happen.
I'll tell you what, Jenny. You're a better woman than I ever will be a woman. Don't quote me on that. She is 63 and still doing this shit. When I am 63, I guarantee I'm gonna wake up, I don't even think I need pants at that time. I'm gonna just wear some hella white underwear like you get blinded just by looking at it. I'm just gonna walk around because I'm 63. I'm done with drama and bullshit. My cutoff age for bullshit is 55. After that, I'm done. I'm done. If the dog is not happy, make your own food. If the wife is not happy, make your own house. If my parents are not happy, make your own kid, okay? Just figure it yourself out. I am going to live in my own bubble after 55. I'm done. I just want to live and be happy. I don't need some Indian guy and his parents up my ass every day, okay? I'm done with that. I feel like I went way, way overboard. Like, this is way. I didn't just go slightly overboard. I feel like I went way overboard there. Sorry, Jenny, carry on.
Gonna go.
But what does it mean I stopped trying? They are my parents, baby.
I'll see you when you're ready to go.
God, she walks like a zombie from Call of Duty. It's not supposed to be funny, but she turned around, she's like, okay. She's just like fucking The animations on her, crazy. Holy sh! That arm swang. It didn't swing, it swang. Wow. Also, calling a 63-year-old baby unironically shouldn't be as funny as it is. Come on, baby. Diapers. Adult diapers. Baby. Old baby. Old man, little woman baby. Alright. Sorry.
Today I've invited my parents over to our old house and I'm gonna tell them about getting married with Jenny.
Just time out right here. They moved to another side of the city, but they still maintain the old house to keep up the facade that they lived there with their parents. It's kind of like the most ridiculous thing. Like now they're paying for 2 houses and living in one. That house is not even occupied by other people. So Sumit and Jenny, maybe, you know, good couple, yeah, relatively, but gosh, they make some really poor financial decisions and that always gives me like anxiety. I never understand how they do the money thing. Because every now and again when things are going well, when they're done with their other problems, money becomes an issue and it's like, damn.
You're broke! You're f***ing poor!
You guys need to do one thing right so that you have time to like be happy.
My brother and sister-in-law are coming. It's important for us to...
Bro, why is she sweeping like a hockey player, man? She's like, that's not how you sweep. She swatted the dust. Like, get that shit out of here, bro. God, Jenny's hilarious. Maybe this is why.
To clean the house because my mother is a clean freak person. So we have a lot to do right now. You know, my mom checked mainly corners, so clean the corners first.
That's such a brown thing to say. My mom checks the corners. You like the corners? I don't know. Who's going to be in the corners? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's a mom thing. Maybe it's a brown mom thing. They do. They check like the little corners, and that's how your house is like in good standing or not. Why? Why do you check corners? Every 90-degree angle is a problem. God damn it.
I feel like I'm having fever.
I know. Me too.
I think they're here.
He's now getting anxious and sick. Oh my god, they are coming. Holy shit, did you clean corners? What angles did you not clean? Please clean the house. And she's busy with one hand, like, just cleaning the whatever.
You bring anything, like I'm
Anything.
going.
Okay.
Bring anything. Just fuck, do it, bro. Just do it. Bring it. Do it. When I say bring, I say magic word, panini. Bring it.
My parents never liked Jenny. I know it's gonna really break their heart. I just hope that they can see how Jenny and I are happy together.
I wish, bro. I mean, in a perfect world, by now, by 10 years, your parents would realize that you're really committed to this woman. She's committed to you. You guys have made this sanctimonious relationship. You even married each other. You know, nobody looking at you is saying you guys are not trying to make it work. There's all these other things, these other factors that make it tougher to be in that relationship. So I really do feel for them at times, but goddamn, they are hilarious. The parents do come in now, and they also come along with a brother who I don't like that much. I gotta say, he really seems like a judgy dude. I like Sumit a lot more. He seems more jovial and happy. He's a little more rotund. I just like him. I like his energy.
I'm so hot from being in the kitchen.
चाय बनाने में गर्मी लग रही है.
So yes, everyone says hi. It's pretty awkward, and then Jenny comes out with the chai, and she says she's burning up, and the mom instantly starts picking on her because that mama don't like her. My mama don't like you. She's very much in possession of her son, and this is shown by her other son, who's like so obedient he won't talk without being spoken to. And I don't know if this is a me thing. I'm pretty outspoken because I can't shut my mouth. But I never had any problems. I don't think that you have to have problems. I think you can still respect your parents. I love my parents. I think that I respect them tremendously. But if there's something that I want to do, I feel like they respect me enough to let me do it. They usually come through. There's a fly here. Sorry, this is very random. God damn. Everyone's watching today.
कैसे हो?
Tico?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Gotcha, bitch.
Jenny, 10 years, she learned something. She learned a little bit of Hindi. I like it. Sumit's mom replies with, look how fat her arms are. Which is very mean. I don't understand why that's you know what I mean? Like, this is bullying. It's not cool. Like, you're a mom. Would you like that if someone said that about your son? Look how stupid and fat he is. You wouldn't probably appreciate that. That's someone's kid. I don't know whose. And I don't know what year. It could be in the triple digits. But
Sumit told me not to talk, but he's not saying anything at all. And it's very awkward. I wish he would start talking so we can get this over with.
look, again, I sometimes have to credit both of them, and I credit Jenny for trying to be integrated with the culture. Not always. She does definitely still have her Americanisms, but there would be worse people. So I'm trying to like give everyone credit where it's due here. And Jenny does try. She's obviously trying. I don't know who would put up with this amount of shit for this long if they weren't committed. So I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, damn, the mom just goes too far.
So, remember the last time you guys were here?
Yeah.
And we went and had that nice talk in the park?
So because no one's talking, Jenny starts off by trying to make light conversation, which instantly fails because she turns from just light conversation into, why don't you guys like me? Explain in English, 200 words or more.
What happened with that? Like, nothing ever became of it. I never saw you guys again after that. You weren't going to stop us if we wanted to marry? That you weren't going to stop us?
Imagine trying to ease into a conversation and saying the words chai and then going like, why don't you like us? Huh? Huh? Say it. Say it in English. In my country, we say it in English. What? Oh, we're in India? How do you say it in English? Just, okay. Do that.
नहीं ऐसे मैंने कब
आपने
कहा?
आपने
ना,
अपने
ना,
ये मेरे को
मैंने
बोला
तो
है।
नहीं कहा ये शादी के लिए मैं ना तू कर भी करेगा ना मरते दम तक नहीं कह सकती मैं.
Damn. So, I don't know. I guess the last time that I watched them, it seemed like Jenny and the parents were having some sort of, they did have an agreement. They did see some sort of eye-to-eye thing. They went to numerous astronomers, people who read charts, eyes, other body parts. All of them variously told the mom and dad that, look, Sumit's gonna be with this lady. It's gonna be all right. You're just gonna have to let that shit happen. And they were like, okay. And then, like, you know, a month later, they're like, no, okay, not really okay. And they took it all back, but they're now claiming that they didn't say it at all. Nothing worse than a liar who claims that that didn't happen.
और आपने बोला था कि भैया हम नहीं आएंगे.
दिखा मेरे को अभी सबूत दिखा मेरे को अभी दिखा.
फिर आपको बताओ मैं तो शादी भी कर चुका हूँ.
Okay, well then, Sumit just drops the bomb randomly, pre-nuked that guy. She was like, you can't get married. He's like, guess what? I did, and I'd do it again without you knowing. And then proceeds to try and remain homies with his parents who are staunchly against marriage and so Eastern that they will disown you for disobedience. But he did the most disobedient thing and dropped it in the hardest way possible. He might as well have had a rap beat at the end of that. I mean, that was the most gangster way to drop it in her face.
शक्ल मत दिखा दियो कभी जिंदगी में. अगर मेरे दरवाजे पे तू आ गया इतनी बेइज्जती करके भगाऊंगी तेरे को.
Yep, there it is. The mom's like, get out of my face, get out of my house. If you ever come to my house, I will insult you and throw you out. That's two things that she's doing. She's not even just gonna throw him out. She's gonna have to find things about him she doesn't like. You're an idiot, son. Get out. Oh, you're back? I don't like your hairline. Get out. Your teeth aren't as straight as they used to be when you were a kid. Get out. Your brother is smarter at you in some subject. Get out. Just, I don't have that many.
बिल्कुल नहीं.
क्यों?
नहीं.
शांति से बात.
यार नहीं. ऐसे कैसे कर सकता है ये? कैसे कर सकता है ये शादी? कैसे कर सकता है ये?
Damn, she's crying at the fact that he got married. In marriage, you know, India, marriage is like this big thing. I guess everywhere it's this big thing, but like I feel like in today's society and especially in this Western culture, I just came from like a wedding from one of my family members, and it was like this really chill event. Like it wasn't as serious. It definitely was serious, but not like with the context of like your life is on the line. Everyone clearly was doing what they want. Everyone was respectful and just hoping for the best. And I wish or was hoping that Sumit's parents would feel the same way, but they clearly that's not the case. The mom is actually crying at the fact her son did get married. And you know what? He got married twice. One, because of them. They arranged marriage, his first marriage, and it sucked. And Sumit lets them know. He's like, bro, my first marriage was horrible. Now I'm marrying this old bag and I like it. I like this old lady. I like these old dusty bones, okay? Deal with it, mom. Wow, I never thought I'd hear a mom say that. He's put me through hell all his life. You have a propane tank? That's gaslighting to the next level. Holy shit. God, if you put matches next to her, she'd blow up. That's fucking gaslighting. That's really sad. You can see in his face he's like genuinely hurt. Because he loves his parents, he wants to be accepted by them, but he also definitely loves this lady, Jenny, and you can't take that away from him either. He's his son, he's his own person, he's a human being, he has his own thoughts, feelings, emotions. You can't control those. You're not a dictator, you're a parent. So it's very hard to watch this man try and play both sides. I can see the pain.
दर्दों से पैदा किया जिसने पैदा किया उसको तड़फा रहा है बेटा तू हमारा ही बच्चा है क्या नहीं
Then she asks, are you even our son? And he says yes, and she says no. So why if you had the answer, why'd you ask the question then, huh?
Why you bullying me, you fucking noob?
This guy got it wrong. It was a 50% chance to get it right, and he missed. Why'd you ask? And you waited as well. It's not like you didn't, it wasn't a rhetorical. You waited for his answer. It's unbelievable. So if he said no, you would have been like, you are my son. You're very smart. Sumit, you should have done some reverse psychology on your mom there.
I don't understand what Sumit's mom is saying right now, but it doesn't seem like it's going very well.
Yeah, Jenny, she's crying. She's crying and screaming. I think, obviously, that's a very good assumption of the situation. I don't think it's going well. Your husband is near in tears. I feel like you can make that assumption. You don't need Google Translate to visual cue the fact that the shit isn't working. She's crying with a tissue, bro. How are you looking at this like, oh my God, is it going well? Can someone tell me? Holy shit. Are we making a breakthrough? She's screaming, holy crap, namaste. I don't know. Come on, guys.
It feels like somebody put your hand in your mouth and rip your heart out of your chest.
Holy crap, that's a Mortal Kombat fatality. Can you believe like people from India playing this and be like, oh, that's not Scorpion, that's my mom. When I get B, that's what happened. Sub-Zero and all that shit. He really described that very, very well. That's how much in pain he's in. He can write like a poet. Just because of his mom. Man, brown people are oppressive sometimes. I can understand this. I've been like, I know, I feel it. Not this badly though.
Biggest fear is to get disowned by my family. I don't know how to exist without my mother.
So Sumit says he doesn't know how to exist without his mom. So he clearly, like he loves his parents. He's trying to get in their good books while also trying to feed his own wants and needs. And like I keep saying, like this is not the job of a child to constantly make their parents happy. I understand Eastern traditions. I'm familiar with them. I get it. But I feel like that system is a pull-down system. And while you should be obviously taking care of your parents I feel like forever, you still need to live your own life, and there has to be a point of independence. There's just gotta be. Otherwise, you're constantly gonna be under their thumb, and that's never where you wanna be. But then the mom says, are you happy? And he says, yes.
खुश रह तू इससे जितना प्यार का माँ का बहन का बाप का भाई का भाभी का जो प्यार देना है इसको दे और तेरे रहम की हमें जरूरत नहीं है.
Essentially, the mom disowns him by saying, hey, this woman, she can take my love, the dad's love, the brother's love, the sister's love. She's like making like a diss song against him, basically, in Hindi.
I'm not at all happy. It'll be very difficult for my mom to handle this situation. People, they'll make fun of her, and
this is the problem I have. Like, you know, in the comments, please tell me how it is, because I'm not from there. I haven't lived like that. But saying stuff like, it'll be tough for my mom, my brother got married to an older white woman, is like, it seems almost selfish to put yourself before your son. Like, I don't know if there's a day in my life that I could have a child and then put myself over my kid. I just don't know how. It doesn't seem to me that that's even possible. It wouldn't make sense for me. So I don't know how to like genuinely think. Like if someone made fun of me and, you know, my kid was like 10 years old and still playing with Lego, I don't know why I said that. If my son was a doo-doo head, he'd be my doo-doo head, and I love him for it. So there's not gonna be a day in life where you could make fun of me if I love my kid. Then who cares what you think? I don't understand like why this would even be a conversation, but she's like, it's a very selfish way to feel like that's how to think.
You have a great impact. या जेनी या माँ बाप.
See, she's doing that. She's giving him an ultimatum. It's either Jenny or me and your father. And like, that's a very tough comparison. One birthed you and you're inside the other one every Wednesday. Some people call me wholesome. I don't know why.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
रख तो कर दो.
Then they leave and they walk out the door and Jenny says, are they leaving? Bro, again, Jenny, you don't need to speak Hindi to understand if someone walks and leaves out the door, they're probably leaving. But I guess she needs the visual cues. They do indeed leave and Sumit follows them outside.
I knew that his mom was going to get hurt and he was going to go after her. What about me? I need to be comforted too. Sumit is choosing his mom over me again.
Okay, he just got disowned. You know what I mean? Like he just got disowned. He just minus 2 parents just then. So Jenny, if you could wait for 5 minutes to get in line for the hate train for Sumit, everyone's getting their chance. You gotta wait a little longer, just a tad bit longer, till he's maybe done with this parent thing that now is a big factor. Jenny feels like he should have stayed there and been like, okay, good riddance, dumb parents. But it's just not how it works.
Want to say something?
Can you just leave it?
No, actually,
But then they don't want to talk, because Sumit comes in and he's like, want to say something? Please, I need advice. Lovely motherly advice. You are, of course, a mother and a lover. Both. Do advice for me now, please. And then she's like, fuck, I don't want to talk to you, bro. You just walked out. You just hugged your parents. Get away from me, bro. And she's just not having it. But then Sumit's like, bro, I need some assistance. I need some help. And Jenny loses it and turns into WWE's promotion screaming match.
we should talk.
Really?
Really? This is really bad.
Okay, this is bad. So what the you want to do?
And she leaned in like a wrestler. This is bad. What do you want to do? And then she'd walk away like NPC again. But then she stopped walking. Genuinely, I feel like she was made by a developer. She just walks like intently, then non-intently. Very hard to understand why she does some of the things she does. Now Sumit, after being disowned by his parents, is getting the smackdown from his wife. What a tough day, my bro.
You don't tell me what's being said. You think I don't need to be comforted? You think
Time out. 10 years in a country, you probably want to know more than like, how are you and hello. I'm just saying. You're gonna be living there. Your husband is a native speaker of that country. You decided you want to move there. You left your kids. Think that maybe you could learn a few more words other than guessing. I'm just saying. So maybe he wouldn't have to translate as much if you maybe learned. But carry on.
Anything is.
I'm okay? You think everything is okay with me? Why does everybody think it's okay for me to sit here and take all this abuse?
I thought that was a chicken or something. There's some animal in between her screaming also is like, yeah, I'm gonna scream too. And then it just starts. It could be a dog or a chicken or a very sick cat. One of them.
I'm not supposed to care.
You are overreacting.
Sitting here all by myself. He needs to think of.
So then Jenny screams her heart out and then leaves. She goes to her bed, and this is my favorite scene because there's a clock on the pillow of the bed, insinuating that she either sleeps with a clock or took a clock down to look at the time while she cried. One of the most genuinely arbitrary random scenes I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why there is a clock on the pillow. It is just not the place. It's not like a little wake-up alarm. It's a clock you put on the wall that she took it down to put on the pillow. Does it need rest? Why are you doing it?
How I'm feeling, because I mean I am his wife now, and so his loyalty should be with me.
So then Jenny's issue is that she's now married, and once you're married, f your parents, really. That's Jenny's like motto, is like, you put a ring on it, now you leave your parents, I don't care about them, we're finally married, get over it, bro. And Sumit cannot do that because to him, it's not that much different to when they were dating. He's still trying to get the approval of his parents, but he's not throwing her under the bus. And I wish she would realize that, because Sumit does often find himself in a very tough position between two women who are very strong and emotionally stunted, let's just say that. And he has to wither those waters, and he's not good at standing up for himself for either of them. So this is a perfect concoction of a storm, just waiting to happen.
I need to pamper you every time whenever you get mad.
Go away. Go away.
Do I need to pamper? What?
Then it turns into almost a wrestling match. He walks in like a wrestler from backstage. Pamper you, huh? Hey, what? What are you talking? They need an Indian wrestler. Like they had one, the Great Khali, but they need like someone on the mic. What you said, John Cena? I'll kill. Don't worry. WrestleMania. Me and Rey Mysterious killing you badly. That I think they need one. Sorry, that's not the point. Sumit and Jenny. He doesn't actually fight her. He holds her and then he's like, baby, like angry, but like still calming her down. And she's like trying to throw punches, haymakers. He's like, calm down. We're on the same team, old lady.
Away from me. Get away from me.
Get away from me.
Forever.
Oh, that's some, man, Sumit is cold. She tried to make him flinch. She went at him. She was like, but I guess to be honest, she is 63 and a grandma, and it would probably make me laugh rather than make me fear.
Do you think I'm not hurting?
So
do you
need to behave like this right now?
As soon as he raises her voice, she's like, oh, God, it's no fair when you say things. What the hell? The way she turned around was like, again, I keep saying it's like a fucking Resident Evil zombie.
Why don't you care about me a little bit too?
Oh, never mind. She just needed a second to recharge. She sat on the bed and she was like, why don't you
Who said that I don't care about Jenny?
I'm upset too.
Listen. You were here.
The clock is still on the bed. She can't lean back because the clock is on the bed. She has to move the clock. Why is there a clock on the bed? Is no one gonna explain why there's a fucking clock on the bed? Does she sleep on top of it? Is this how alarms work in India? What? Does she imprint the clock on her back and Sumit touches her back to feel what time it is? What am I watching? Holy shit, can someone explain the clock?
To support me.
And I did. I sat out there.
Yeah, don't have problem with you. But at least don't behave like that.
Sumit's like syntax is funny because English is not his first language, but just saying things like hey, I don't have problem with you. It sounds like he's like, yeah, I do.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Let me find a better way to say this. Just behave better. Do better. Okay, thank you.
The situation is getting worse and worse. My mother just disowned me.
Yeah, I was there. It's tough. Very tough. Maybe if you took the clock out, it would have, I don't know, and you turned it back like, whoa, back in time. I wouldn't have done it. Then maybe the mom would have been like, okay.
Listen.
Holy crap, she moved with such intent. I thought she was gonna scream at him again. She like walked out. She's like a wrestler.
Finish him.
She's got energy, man. She's really good. She's got them heavy body type. Like she's walking around, you can hear the thuds.
You're sitting here and you're talking with your parents. I can't understand anything that's being said. Can I talk? So I'm sitting here and I'm just like,
oh, okay. Well, she's still. I gotta say, right? I think everyone can admit Sumit has been handling the situation as well as a human could possibly handle them. Given the circumstances, his wife is screaming at him at every given moment. She's attempted to WWE wrestle him at some point, and he's still like, "Yep, carry on, explain yourself." And every time he tries to talk, she just screams louder over him. So I gotta, he's a patient man, if nothing else. He probably has had to deal with this a lot. That's the unfortunate implication of this, and I don't mean with just her, but his mom too. So it's really sad once you think about like how long has this been going on. But yeah, until he stood up for himself, she was just screaming.
I feel I do care. That's why I was fighting with everyone. That's why I keep on trying my parents to understand that I love Jenny.
This is like Forrest Gump for India. I love Jenny. Are you fighting with the parents? I am fighting with everyone. I love Jenny. Okay. Do you see that? And she's like, she acts like Forrest the way she walks, like, oh. Me? So between them, they got like a Forrest Gump complex going on here. This is good stuff, guys. He then holds her and she leans on him. And again, like I know it's supposed to be a romantic moment, but I can't help feel like these two goobers are like Forrest Gump combined.
parents just hate me. This isn't easy for me either.
I need to know that Jenny is also there for me because I may not have anybody else in my life in future.
Yeah, because your parents disowned you, remember? Jenny's crying, man. She's 63. Oh, it's too tough, man. It's too tough. I don't want to shed tears when I'm like 60 is my cutoff age for tears. If you die, I'm gonna be like, good riddance. You get out. I don't turn up to the funeral in my underwear that's very like almost translucent at this point. You see what you see. I'm 60. I don't care, man. I do not care. You can't ask me to do two things: cry and put pants on. I'm not doing that when I'm 60 plus, okay? If you either deal with me or you don't. I'm fine with either option. God, I don't want to be crying on some 33-year-old's arms about how that person's parents don't love me when I'm 60. I can't do it, man. Can't do it now. But the message is up. The next day, Sumit somehow gets all the riz in the world and starts leaning on walls and shit. Just like, hey, wanna go for a walk? Like she's a dog or some shit.
Would you like to go for a walk?
I think that's a good idea.
That's good.
Damn, this is the most riz I ever saw. Man, like, wanna walk? Alright, let's go. Alright.
You know, and I didn't know what was going on. I only knew what I thought was going on.
Oh, she's still going on about the... how are you gonna fix it, Jenny? Do you want Sumit to, like, in the middle of screaming with his parents to, like, translate to you? That's a tough thing to do. I don't even know how that would go. Like, you speak Hindi and be like, what I was saying... Oh, I'm sorry. What I was saying was that I'm very angry. And then go back to screaming? That's not... Come on. Learn a little more. Learn some of the bad words in Hindi. Because you know that the mom's using it towards you. Just find bad words, figure them out, and be like, you call me a bitch, did you?
It's really disappointing to see that Sumit hasn't really moved on from getting his parents' approval. It's been over 10 years. Let's be done with it, Sumit.
Who's more delusional? Him for thinking that his parents are gonna eventually give in to that, or Jenny for thinking that he will ever stop trying? You gotta give me a poll on this. I don't know who's more delusional in this situation, because there is just a circle. This is cyclical delusion right now. I mean, everyone's just wanting what they want to happen in their own head. That's how absolutely mad bonkers this whole sentence is, because that's what's happening. Neither of them are gonna give up or give in. It's been 10 years. What would change now?
And that really hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry I left.
I'm sorry. If I'm plus 65 years old, I don't want to get my feelings hurt. My feelings are done. I don't even feel anything in my nerves. I'm just a walking potato in underwear. White underwear that make people blind, and I make blind people able to see my underwear. I'm fixating way too much on the underwear thing, but the point is, I'm like a human brown potato. I don't care about anything or anyone. I just sit down, I enjoy my day in the sun. My dog is here with me. I don't mean like my homie, I mean like my actual dog. Sometimes homie. And all of us just hug. Maybe not the homie, we just fist bump. Fuck it, I'll fist bump the dog too. The point is, I don't want to have my feelings hurt when I'm 65. My feelings are done being hurt. 64 last days. If you want to hurt my feelings, wait till I'm 64 and 364 days, then do it.
I'm sorry I left you alone. So now I feel like we both are feeling better.
Okay, so Sumit says the word sorry, and then everything gets fixed. Wow, that was fast. It's been like 2 days of fighting. As soon as he says sorry, she's like, oh, I just wanted to feel that. This is okay. Everything's good now.
Yeah.
Ah, they're hugging it out. Good stuff.
I'm not regretting marrying. I think if I'm happy, that will make my parents happy, but that is not happening.
So then Sumit says like the crux of the whole 90-day fiancé problem between these two, and it's the most deep shit. Like, it's a really sad moment when this dude like comes to the realization either way he might not be able to be fully happy, and it's sad. I don't know. I felt that when he said it.
So I feel like that, is it worth it to just make yourself happy over your family happiness?
And the paradox is he can't be fully happy without his parents happy. So there's this huge paradox, because it's like you want to be happy, but the more happy you're making yourself by being with this woman, the more unhappy you're making your family. And if you make them happy, you're unhappy. So what do? Very tough, sad moment in the show. I feel like this is probably the one that hit me the hardest, and it's just like thrown out. You can see that the man's thinking, but he instantly stops that going on a honeymoon with his now wife.
It's gonna be very hard for Jenny to understand all the obligation and dynamics between Indian families.
Does he have to talk like that every time? Did they say action though? Like you gotta do a head running start. It's gonna be really hard for Jenny and me. Okay, whoa, you can talk at the normal pace, right? You don't have to Eminem those first couple words.
In Indian culture, families' love and support is everything. And without their love and support, it's very difficult to make a happy life.
Yeah, in the West, it's happy wife, happy life. In the East, it's if my parents are happy, then of course I'm happy. Why wouldn't I be happy? Just ask my parents and then they'll tell you that I'm happy. Don't ask me, ask my parents. That's the actual saying. I quote it.
I think it's a better option is to just leave it on the time, but I will try to keep connecting with them.
Just like it's Facebook, this motherfucker just keeps trying to connect with his parents. We just have another cycle. Like this is the Jenny Sumit cycle right here. They have a big ass fight. He invites his parents over. They proceed to hate on Jenny. He says sorry. They make up. He says he's gonna try again. He invites them over. They have a big ass fight. The parents hate him. He says sorry. He's gonna try again. They have a big ass fight. It just keeps going. I don't know. One of you has to make a decision, like a definitive one. Like I've just explained the cycle here. It's like a wheel. You're going round and round. Can someone give them a pie chart or a wheel and then explain that to them? I need someone to get that out. I have a big ass fight. How many times do I have to say this? Can you please figure out?
Sumit!
What?
So frustrating. I can't find anything.
This is why he loves her. Sumit! It's frustrating. I can't find anything. I'm 63. Oh, I was born in 1840. I didn't have phones. You just had to scream. So I'm so sorry.
I'm so excited. Honeymoon time. It's just so frustrating being back in this house.
I know, baby, but don't forget.
Well, it's like a ball of energy, isn't it? Just positive energy. So frustrating being in your fucking house. Stupid clothes, stupid everything, so stupid. Times were simpler. You get it? Sumit, 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 Sumit. He's just screaming, just being like a ball of nonsense. That's your wife right there, man. Just wakes up, just angry at the day.
The reason why we are here, like it or not, we
Imagine going on a honeymoon and being like, I don't know, baby, but please don't forget why we're here. Do have fun. Please don't forget about F-U-N, fun.
have to live here.
We had to move back to the old house because of my visa. I didn't want to come back to this old house, but all the paperwork that's been
That doesn't sound right, though. Carry on, but that sounds already wrong.
done for my Indian immigration is done at this address. Okay, let me sit on it now. You
I'm pretty sure, Jenny, you can move houses.
can roll me out. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I like to make surprise visits, and if they come here to see us and we're not here, they're gonna think something is wrong.
She can't go to work or something? I think she can. I feel like after they got married, I think she was able to work or something. I'm not too sure, but they had relaxed a lot of the rules that when she first came to India, she couldn't do. So I'm not too sure on that one, but I feel like she could do more now.
What is it like there?
You do yoga, you do meditation. They have a lot of sports you can do, like a water sport, bungee jumping, cliff jumping.
So then they're traveling to their honeymoon in the Ganges, which looks so beautiful, really. And she's like, what is there to do in the Ganges? And then he explains and he says stuff like bungee jumping, cliff jumping. Bro, she's your age and then you have to double it. It's like if you saw yourself and then did the fusion technique from Dragon Ball Z and then turned into an old white woman. You understand her bones can break by the wind being too, rough one day. This is your wife, not someone who you're trying to murder unintentionally.
River rafting, if you can.
Yeah, if you can is right. Exactly. You had to put that disclaimer in the end for your wife. It's pretty intense if you're able to. If you're bodily and willingly able, mentally, and, of course, physically. Okay. Disclaimer, my wife.
God damn it!
It's painful for me how upset my parents are.
Holy shit, what is that breathing, Sumit? Are you okay? Every time he takes a send, I didn't notice this until like midway through me editing this. He'd be like, and then my parents are, it's like real deep breaths, man. It's like sighs in between sentences.
I'm going to do my best to enjoy the honeymoon.
Did you book us a nice
I'm going to do my best to enjoy my honeymoon. God, you gotta get that checked out, brother.
hotel? I hope you did.
Yeah.
What brings you to Rishikesh, sir?
So then they get to their place, and the guy asks, what brings you here? It is a honeymoon spot, so obviously, brother. But I guess not obviously, because it's a white woman and a very much younger man. And they interview the dude who's at the hotel for some reason. This series constantly interviews random people who always say the same thing. He's really old. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if my parents would allow me to do that. Obviously, we've definitely understood no parent in this whole country would be okay with this, apparently. Sumit is a trailblazer, if nothing else.
There was a huge difference in their age. If I'll go and marry a lady so much older, my family will not accept this relationship.
Yeah, but your family doesn't have to sleep with her, and if they do, that's a bigger problem than if, you know, before. So I'm just saying, I get it. But at the same time, F off. This poor man is trying to have a honeymoon with his wife. At least give them a few days to have some beautiful, sweet lovemaking sessions.
My God. So beautiful.
Let's take some pictures of the bed first before we mess it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Trying to be on your side here, guys. Nah, man, this ain't right. But all right, you know, this bed looks really nice. They're gonna fuck up the sheets real soon. That's nasty, man. I wonder what sex songs they play. Like, does she play like them old Frank Sinatra songs? She's like, look at this shit. Back in my day, this was the real hits. I Did It My Way. That's a good one. You like that shit? And then he plays Indian music. It's like the most unbalanced playlist of all time. God, someone call Kanye West. We need some slow jams.
Yo, is this Kanye? Can you sing me something?
Yes, look good.
Oh no.
What are you gonna do?
There's no clock on the bed. How's she gonna sleep or tell time? The honeymoon, they got no clock. They got a dove made out of duvet, but no clock. That ain't a honeymoon.
Put it in my mouth like this.
Yeah. Beautiful, Jenny.
They then take pictures of each other. I don't know if it's supposed to be cringy. I find it cute. I think it's very sweet that they, I don't know, their honeymoon is very cute. Also, it's maybe not as cute just realizing that 90 Day Fiance TLC was there with cameras. Now that I'm doing everything like that. Eek.
Sexy pool. Due to COVID or due to other situation, I wasn't able to go out and work. I do feel
so in between having a lot of fun, F-U-N, Sumit decides this is the perfect time to tell his wife on honeymoon that he's gonna go back to work, which isn't a bad thing. He's just going back to work. He's making more bread for the family. But Jenny doesn't like that because Jenny, although she's 63, has the mind of a 16-year-old teenager, and she does not want this man to leave for even one day and is now angry at him.
like that I should work.
Okay. What kind of working are you going to be doing?
She answered it like a 60-year-old though. Okay, leaving so soon, Sonny? What will I do at home? Look at the clock?
I talked with my friend Rohit in order to restart our food business when we come back from our honeymoon. But Jenny is retired already.
Yeah, okay. Didn't have to say it. So here's another big factor in their marriage, I guess the age gap, and not because other people are saying it. Genuinely speaking, just from a logical standpoint, people are at different points in their lives usually. So on very rare occasions, that shit lines up. Sumit is like being like, yeah, I'm still a young man, I'm in my prime, I'm trying to work, trying to get that money. Jenny's already done that phase of her life, but maybe she's not understanding because she just wants me to spend time at home because that's what she's doing right now. But I feel like I need to be more productive, and you can see like their age difference causing a little rift in their relationship.
I'm in my 30s. I feel like that I'm productive. I can do a job. I can make money.
What's your plan? Like,
maybe I'll off on Monday.
Holy shit, that's not a good plan. Maybe I'll off on Monday. The fuck, bro? Oh, you mean take the day off? Oh, God. Scared for a second, Sumit. Not on your honeymoon. Out of all the places you could have said that. This is one of those few times speaking English grammatically well really would help the situation. My God. Whew.
once in a week. 6 days a week is too much. We need to be together more than just 1 day a week. I didn't come on this honeymoon for you to tell me how much you're going to be away from me.
So yeah, Jenny's really mad. She's like, you can't work 6 days a week. You need to work more like 1 day a week. Take 6 off. That should be good for us. I think that you need to spend more time with me. And he's like, bro, you're the only person that I actually do spend time with. Please give me 1 day to work in this restaurant.
I mean, I didn't fight this hard to marry Sumit so that he can go off and work 6 days a week.
Which is the weirdest complaint I've ever heard someone say. I did not fight to be in this country for this man to work a job. That's so, okay, come on, man. I fought so he could stay at home with me. He's a stay-at-home dad, I'm a stay-at-home grandma. Both together, we just stay the fuck at home. How do we pay for the home? We're squatters. Duh. This is how we used to do it back in my day. We didn't pay for things. Bro, a house cost $3 and I got change.
I want to go out and work for us so we can dream bigger, not just eat, sleep, and repeat.
So Sumit's, he doesn't want to live that cycle-like relationship. Good for him and good on him for wanting to do it. I feel like Jenny should support him. I don't know what the issue is, really. Maybe I'm having a hard time understanding. All right, I'll give you part 2 soon.
Bye, have a great time.